Oh, say does that.
We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas.
Ready to go?
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. As you take a look at Charlotte, they just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
Fellas, I really think it's a difficult job they've got ahead of them. I mean, anytime a team gets into a funk like the one they're in, getting out of it is really hard. They've seemed a little bit scattered to me lately. I'd like to see them form a better game plan and then stick with it. Stick to the script.
Yeah, that's tough to do, though, Clark. And when nothing's working and a team does start to lose confidence, I think that's where it's critical to have leadership, both on the floor but with that coaching staff. And if they can figure that aspect out, I think then they'll be able to turn this thing around.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Bridges. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Freak, and it's Miller in at the 2 guard. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Pelicans.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it. That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
And he gets the bucket. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Clifford. One of the most important things he wants his team to do defensively in this game is to maintain pressure on them on the perimeter and not allow them to get into any rhythm or flow in their long-range shooting game. We'll see how disruptive they are, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
B, the pass to Green. On target from 13 feet.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Pass to Bridges. To the paint. Here's Williams. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Jackson passes to B. And some nice passing there by Houston. And stolen by Freak. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Puts up the baby hook. Goes up with it again. And it's Williams laying it in.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
It's Jackson with the drive.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
So he comes up empty at the line.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Freak with it. Now Green defending. Here's Ball. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Freak's got 8 points. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
The captain's checked in for Jackson. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for B. Black Hole comes in for Brooks. The closer's checked in for Green. And it's Jackson in for the captain. Here's Insanity. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
He's checked in for Houston. Shot to stop the run, and that one's good. And that's now 9 points for Black Hole.
Black Hole!
Charlotte's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's the bulldozer, guarded by Jackson. Outside Curry. Here's Mann. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses part. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Curry is out there with the bulldozer. Then it's the Wizard. Then there's Insanity, and it's Williams at the power forward position. Jackson dishes to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the line. Jackson misses.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Black Hole. Williams with the block. Here's Curry, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Charlotte?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's the Wizard. Adams defending. It's hauled in by Adams. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Raptors.
Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Don't discount, though, the effort from the other side, because I just thought they took advantage of the opening once they got a little momentum.
Charlotte calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done is Black Hole.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Brooks checked in for Black Hole. Green comes in for Jackson. And the captain subbed in for the closer. The Hornets also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for the Wizard. Bridges comes in for Insanity. And Freak subbed in for Curry. The Hornets have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws in today's game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
The closer's checked in for the captain. Passes it to the closer. Here's Adams, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Insanity comes in for Williams, and Curry subbed in for Bridges. After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did in it.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations. And 33 and 49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Here's Curry following the score by Houston. Miller, the pass to Richards. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. The Wizards got his third bucket of the night.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
It's Jackson with the drive. Out to the right wing. The baseline J. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Houdini.
And really did the only thing he could in terms of getting that shot off, leaned into his space, and got a bucket.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Outside Curry. On the wing, Miller. Back to Curry. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. The feed to Freak. Fires for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Adams has got his third rebound tonight. Curry against Jackson. There's the pass to the closer. And stolen by Freak. Outside Curry. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. But they recover it. Shots good by Miller.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The closer passes to Jackson. Here's Houdini. Offensive rebound. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Adams.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter. And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
For Charlotte, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. So we've reached the end.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building obvious. Charlotte had no problems getting going. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Freak in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Brooks is out there with Houdini, and there's Jackson, and it's Green, and it's B in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale. Rockets trail by 9. It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Houdini. And the shot no good, a bit short. Charlotte has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Freak kicks to Williams. Banked in off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Jackson passes to B. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's 17 points for B. The Hornets shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Bridges. That drops.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Jackson dishes to Green. Jackson against Miller. The drive by Jackson and stolen by Williams. A fast break now for Charlotte, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Miller against Green. Miller outside. Kicks it to Williams. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Houdini. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for your Rockets, Houdini. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, looking back on last season, he didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for him.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance. This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Feeds it to Jackson. They shoot again. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
It's Rockets ball.
On defense, the Hornets.
Blocking foul. Ball on. Ball. That's his second personal foul. 14 foul.
.40 left to play in the third. Tries yet again. Passes to B. All sorts of time. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. B's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And there's the pass to Mann. He dishes it to Freak. That 3 off the mark. Outside Jackson. And Adams now top of the key. Here's the closer. No good on the 3.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Hornets leading by 11. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Freak is out there with the bulldozer. Then it's the Wizard. Then it's Williams. And it's Insanity in at the small forward position. Williams kicks to Freak. Clock is at 3. Shoots it. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Rockets shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Adams, the pass to the closer. On the wing, Jackson. The 19-foot shot. Again, the miss by Jackson. The Hornets shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Insanity, the pass to Mann. Uncovered. Tries again. And they're going to count the bucket. And send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Houdini's checked in for Steven Adams. Brooks comes in for Black Hole, and it's Green in for the closer. And then for Charlotte, Bridges comes in for Insanity, and Miller's subbed in for the Bulldozer. Pass to Bridges. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Brooks. Rockets trail by 14. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
B. The Rockets again can't hit.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. There's a screen by Williams. There's Miller with the three. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Green. Pass to Bridges. Fires the three. And another three for Charlotte. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Jackson has the open look. Count it from 12.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Passes to Richards. Picked by Williams. The pass to Richards. And a wide open look for Freak. And another three for Charlotte.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Outside Jackson.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
Pass to Bridges. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And with great spacing in the NBA, you need great shooting. More than ever, shooting and spacing, Clark, are at a premium in the NBA for teams.
Yeah, well, it starts with point guards being able to break down defenses and get into the lane to create open shots. You want to be able to create space for the point guards to drive, so you need shooters on the wings. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for the mayor. He has 15 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
The captain's checked in for the Rockets. And then for Houston, Steven Adams comes in for B. And it's Jackson in for Brooks.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Now here's Freak, guarded by Jackson. Williams a screen. Curry dishes to Williams. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Williams has got 9 points in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
they've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And that one's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yeah, and it's a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Williams. And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in, and that one's good.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Outside Jackson, uncovered, and the jumper is good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's the screen. Curry against Thompson. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Jackson. The shot is off. Here's the bulldozer. So no problem.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaq.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us for Chicago.